Selena Gomez has said it once and she'll say it again. She's tired of people talking about her body. During a TikTok live on Thursday, the singer and CEO of Rare Beauty talked about how taking medicine for lupus and autoimmune disease has changed her life. She told the camera, "I tend to hold a lot of water weight, which is normal, and then when I'm off it, I tend to kind of lose weight. I just wanted to say and tell everyone who feels ashamed about what they're going through when no one knows the real story that they're beautiful and wonderful." She went on to say that some days she felt like shit, but that she'd rather be healthy and take her medicine to make her life better. Lupus signs include, but are not limited to, sore muscles, tiredness, pain or stiffness in the joints, hair loss, depression, and sores on the skin. Different people have different levels of symptoms, but Gomez got a kidney transplant in 2017, which shows that she has a lot of problems because of the disease. "Not a model, and I never will be," she added. "Thanks for understanding and helping, but if you don't, please leave. I don't think people should be shamed for their bodies or anything else." She's already talked about the constant bullying and body shame she's had to deal with because of her weight, which has gotten a lot of attention in the media over the past few years. In a breakdown of her life and looks for Vogue, she talked about going to the Met Gala in 2015 when she didn't feel good about my body because of weight changes. Even though she looks beautiful in the pictures, her honesty is sure to comfort her fans and followers, as well as any women who are struggling with their weight or how they look. "That was one of those times when I thought, I don't have to be in the shape I was in when I was 19 because I'm not," she said. Selena Gomez has been praised for talking about how her body changes when she takes medicine for her lupus. Lupus is an autoimmune disease that can't be cured. It happens when the immune system overreacts and attacks healthy tissue. To treat symptoms, you can take medicine. In 2017, Selena said that she had a kidney surgery because of lupus. Kate Appleby and Chris Clark, who are both 30 and have lupus, have told BBC Newsbeat how much it means to them to hear Selena talk so openly about her illness. Chris says, "I fully support Selena standing up and shouting from the rooftops, and so does the whole lupus community." Kate, who's 30, says she knows what Selena went through when people called her fat. Kate, who has almost 40,000 Instagram followers and says she's been the target of body shaming, says Selena's bravery is incredible. "I go from being very skinny to a little bit curvier. Your illness goes from being more obvious to being much harder to spot," she says. "Because I'm in the public eye, people judge me very quickly, and I've gotten a lot of criticism about not only how my looks change, but also how I deal with my illness." Let's look at the time Selena openly talked about her lupus. Selena Gomez said on Instagram in September 2017 that she had a kidney donation because she had lupus. Her best friend, Francia Risa, gave her a kidney. We're going over everything she's said about her surgery, being diagnosed with lupus, healing, and what she's been thinking during all of this. When asked why she'd taken time off to begin with, she said, "I was told that I had lupus and had to go through chemotherapy. That's what I did on my trip. I almost had a stroke." In an interview with Billboard in October 2015, "I wanted so badly to say, 'You guys have no idea,'" she says of the urge to fight back against her critics. "I'm having chemotherapy. You're a jerk. I closed myself off until I felt safe and calm again," in an interview with Billboard in October 2015. In an interview with Ellen DeGeneres in October 2015, she said, "I think it was just very complicated because I didn't understand. And then that was something I did want to keep private until my whole life suddenly wasn't private. There was a kid who wouldn't look at me in the eye at all," she told the first person outside of her small group. "Even if it was too much, I wanted to get his attention, so I simply told him, 'Ask me anything.' He was the first person I told about it, other than my best friend and my family, because he asked, 'Have you ever dealt with anything like this?' 'I have lupus,' I said. 'I spent 2.5 weeks in the intensive care unit. I was in the room where you were.' He also looked at me for the first time," she said in an interview with GQ in April 2016. "I waited until I was in a good place and in good health to talk about it," she says of her choice to go public with her diagnosis. "I'm not making a big deal out of it. It was time for me to help by using my position," she said in an interview with Billboard in December 2016. "Everyone always wants to focus on this," she says, explaining why she doesn't apologize for taking time off. "I was found to have lupus. My mother had a miscarriage in public. I just wanted some space to do nothing, and I had cancer, for which I went to 2 different places for treatment. It's so frustrating because I have every right to have that, she said in an interview with GQ in April 2016. She further said, I just have to be patient. She says about how she handles criticism from the people. It's getting less and less as I get older, and now all I have to do is wait and keep making great things, whether I'm directing, singing, or acting. And one by one, I'll be able to change the subject, and no one will care about what's happening to me. In a December 2016 interview with Billboard, she talked about how her fans responded to her diagnosis. She said, It's been overwhelming, and the response has been very supportive, which is nice, but it still makes me a little uncomfortable. I want to be proactive and take care of my health and happiness, so I've decided that taking some time off is the best way to move forward, she says. I'd like to thank everyone who's helped me. You know how important you are to me, but I need to face this head on to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to be my best. By telling you, I know I'm not the only one. I hope this gives people ideas for how to deal with their own problems, she said in August of 2016. I'm aware that some of my fans noticed I was quiet for part of the summer and wondered why I wasn't promoting my new music, which I was very proud of, she says of her kidney transplant. So I found out that I had lupus and needed a kidney replacement. I was in the process of getting better. It was just what I needed to do for my health as a whole. I really want to tell you about my journey over the last few months soon, just like I've always wanted to, she said on Instagram in September 2017. Gomez said this about her best friend Francia Risa, who gave her a kidney when she needed one. I don't know how to thank my beautiful friend Francia Risa. There are no words. By giving me her kidney, she gave me the best gift and made the biggest commitment. I'm quite lucky. Sister, I love you, she said on Instagram in September 2017. After a lot of tests to check on my kidneys, my doctors told me that I have lupus nephritis, which is one of the complications of having lupus, she said. They said I would need a new kidney. Maybe I wasn't always sure what it meant, so it became a matter of life and death. One of my best friends was kind enough to give me one of her kidneys, which saved my life. And right now I'm doing pretty well, she said at the Lupus Research Alliance annual gala, which took place in November 2017. Thanks for watching this video.